EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Minnesota Vikings and the Indianapolis Colts. The former Sooner Austin Seibert to get this one started. And off we go to wrap up a busy weekend of football. Here's Smith to return it. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
The ball carrier.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
On second down, it's Taylor. And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Taylor Rapp with a pick. Remember, Charles, this is the #1 defense in the NFL, and they proved their mettle here, forcing the turnover on the opening possession.
And sometimes when you play a team that has that reputation, it's earned it by their play. The psychology is, okay, they're #1. They have to prove it to us, and they tried to attack. They found out that that ranking was real.
And if history is any indication, when this defense gets off to a good start, look out.
Yeah, their offense plays off of them awfully well, too.
Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
2nd and 9 now. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Colts pick it up. And they are going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, Indianapolis. So the big fella gets on the scoreboard with a return for a touchdown. Good thing he didn't have to go too far, though.
You know the trainers were very happy about that. Imagine having to go get him in the end zone, escort him to the bench, and give him the oxygen. They were loving the fact that he got in without having to run very far.
And this is good to make it 7-0 Indy.
Makes the score Colts 7, Vikings nothing.
Preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And this will make it into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And that last possession, really a gut punch. You seemingly had it working. You were in the midst of a very strong drive. Then suddenly the fumble, and you're watching the back of a defender's jersey as he brings it all the way in the other direction.
There's not much more I can add to that. I thought you summarized it perfectly, partner. You've just got to regroup and start putting another drive together. That's all you can do.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
On the pickup, it's 2nd and 8 at the 22-yard line.
Cook. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
I think if we put together a job description for a middle linebacker, we would start with being able to hold down things in the middle of the line of scrimmage and be able to take on blockers. But how about the guys who can go sideline to sideline and make plays?
Love a guy that can do that. We saw a perfect example of it right there. They're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted.
They pay me, I'll do this for free.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
Escaping the pressure right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Alton Robinson. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And some room to maneuver. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Justin Jefferson. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7.
Austin Seibert set to kick off.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Here's Smith to return it. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat. He's got a man complete. Past the 20. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Michael Thomas with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Colts have taken the lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
To Justin Jefferson. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 25-yard line.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Here we go. Check, check. Lucky, lucky, lucky.
Now a run with Cook. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 7 yards there and a first down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Flushed out right. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And he will be brought down, but he's got the interception on a final play of this first quarter. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Colts 14, Vikings 7.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They run with Taylor. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They'll run with Taylor. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice game.
On the pickup, 2nd and 6. At
the run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Operating from the gun, Harris. His pass caught at the 4. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. From 13 yards out. And the Colts add on to their lead.
This is similar to baseball where you want the leadoff hitter and you don't expect him to come around and score. Almost impossible. Anytime a defense has to defend a short field, you usually end up seeing the result we saw, giving up points.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light there. Green light means go. Red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
This time he's got the hook up. It's complete. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. And they'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Some boos coming down right now from this home crowd after that call.
Yeah, and that was because of the pass interference call, but for a second there I thought maybe they'd gotten a look at my appearance as Othello in the high school play.
you were Othello?
Not a good one, let me tell you.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And he comes back with one complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
1st down.
Down, here's the run with Cook. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
The tackle made by Rock Yassin.
2nd and 2. That'll be complete to Cook. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Vikings are able to make this a close game again. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now.
Colts 21, Vikings 14.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. Very short kick taken right at the 20. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
And the coach has decided to challenge this play. He has tossed down the red flag. Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player, you threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. And Daniil Hunter, he's the one who gets in there and brings him down to the ground.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both of these offenses having their way so far. So maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. And that sack, finally a first step in the right direction for a stop. On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Here's Harris throwing on 3rd and long. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. Now a quick throw into the hands of Jefferson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
First down, Vikings.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. This to Jarwin. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And down to the 28-yard line. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21.
That ties the game at 21 apiece. Austin Seibert set to kick off.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Here's Smith to return it. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor. Touchdown number 15 on the year. And the Colts strike quickly here for 6 points. And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game.
The score, Colts 28, Vikings 21.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in the half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. They'll come up now on second and a yard. They'll run the toss here with Taylor. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor as the first half is winding down. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage.
To me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future. What I mean by that is they had a plan. Let's find a way to score right here before the half, and that'll give us momentum going into the second half. Give us that cushion that we're looking for. They got that accomplished, scoring right before the half ended.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this. Now Jones is hit. He lost the football. And the Colts pick it up. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
On the play, recovered by the defense.
Following the fumble recovery, Harris. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Michael Thomas in the final seconds of the first half. And the Colts are able to grow their lead. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points.
The score, Colts 42, Vikings 21.
So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Their own 20-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Smith. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Bring it up, bring it up, bring it up.
So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Vikings set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will... Start here at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. The drive starts with a completion left side. There he goes left side. Touchdown, Vikings.
Minnesota.
Justin Jefferson with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Vikings are able to cut into that deficit. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And he will double the space they have to work with as they take it from the 2 to the 4.
Well, he got what he could there, just trying to move forward and gain a little bit of yardage and create some space. You know the pressure is going to be tough defensively.
Again, it's Taylor. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line.
All right, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up, back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
To throw is Harris. To throw from his end zone. Open man is Michael Thomas. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, that's how you convert on 3rd down with an explosive gain of 34. Much more room to operate under after the big play. Here's 1st and 10. Taylor. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Here's 2nd and a yard. They run once more with Taylor. That's some strong running. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 16 yards, a 1st down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Now Harris on 1st and 10. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Harris Campbell, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Colts add on to their lead. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns and 21 points.
Makes the score Colts 49, Vikings 28.
The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here.
Now that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, and maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on first down. They're ahead of the chains now.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Here's a first down throw that's complete. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 38-yard line.
Now here's a throw that's complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. A big play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings are able to close the gap just a bit. Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
Austin Seibert set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. Very short kick, taken right at the 20. Oh, a good return up past the 30.
Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Their lead down from 21 to 14, but still sitting in a great spot, up 2 scores here in the 3rd quarter. A little jet sweep to start the drive. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And the Vikings pick up the football. And they are going to bring this one back. It's a fumble return, a scoop and score for the Vikings. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. And you know that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown.
Austin Seibert set to kick off.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Here's Smith to return it. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it, but you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
3rd quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up. Taylor. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. A big play there for Indy. 67 yards on the ground.
First and goal at the 3-yard line.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll look to run with Taylor. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage.
For the point after.
He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now. No question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. Now this will make it into the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got to a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. On play action, they'll throw. Throw left side complete. That's Smith. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
A gain of 11 on the play.
1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A big play there. With his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Vikings are able to make this a close game again. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown.
Makes the score Colts 56, Vikings 49. Austin Seibert set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. It's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. And works his way forward for a couple up past the 30. So 4th quarter, a nice run there to start this drive. Charles, what do you think the split will be here between run and pass?
Well, partner, I think it'll lean towards the run, but this is also not a time where you just totally do that. You still have to possess the ball, move the sticks, and keep the clock moving as well. So they'll run their offense, but yeah, when they have a chance to run it, they'll do that a little bit more.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 27 yards there, a first down.
41-yard line.
From the gun, Harris. Oh, no, he lost the football. And this belongs to the Vikings.
I know when you're looking at the scoreboard clock, we're getting near the end of this game. But they were in what was really called 4-minute offense. And that's practice, being taking care of the football, taking time off the clock, not giving them a chance to come back. But bottom line is, what did I say in the beginning? Taking care of the football. That didn't happen.
Didn't do it, a costly turnover. Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Vikings first down.
On the carry, it's Cook. And he's brought down. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up first and goal. They held him in check in the first half, but that's his longest carry of the game right there.
So would this be the definition of fresh legs since he didn't get much done in the first half? Now he has a great opportunity. He's taking full advantage of it.
They'll run for it with Cook. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
The 3-yard line.
Give to Cook out of the gun. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. On 3rd and goal, they're going to run the option. A quick toss outright. They're able to hold them to 3 there, and that leads to a 4th and goal. Great job of tackling there to prevent the first down.
One of the toughest skills in football, open field tackling. A lot of times one-on-one against a shifty receiver. He got it done in a nice way that time.
They'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. It's the fullback. His first touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
Is good.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. Here's Smith to return it. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 33-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Sacked by Yannick Ngakoue, the former Maryland Terp.
The tackle made back at the 25-yard line.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Operating from the gun. Harris. And this will be caught at the 30. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Harris Campbell with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Colts have broken our tie as they take the lead. And they will take a 7-point lead now.
Makes the score Colts 63. Vikings.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Looking up into the roof, and he muffs it. It's loose. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
1st down, Vikings.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. All Alton Robinson in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Back to throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And they finally put it into this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
Pick up of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Alert 3, alert 3. Jim.
They go to the ground again with Taylor. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. On 3rd down, here's Taylor. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
Taylor. That's good for a Colts. 1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
The Colts in victory formation now as they take the knee. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. And they will take a knee here.
Tonight's final
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can